Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Sly here with Flo and D. And guys, let's check out what former 49er Delaney Walker said about the beef between Vernon Davis and Mike Singletary. Let's check this out.
Were you on that team when he did that to Vernon?
Yeah, I was on it.
Did Vernon deserve that?
Nah, man. Vernon dropped like 2 passes that game. He caught a pass and then like flicked the ball on a person and got a personal foul, took it back. He goes, you ain't that good to be doing that. He tells Vernon that on the sideline. So Vernon loses his crap. Like, who you talking to? He said, I'm talking to you. Go to the locker room. You're done.
Oh, no shit.
It was that simple. There's no context to practice earlier in the week or nothing.
Nothing.
No history with Vernon.
Bruh. Oh no, he just never liked it, Vernon, because he made a rap song right after that. He came out. Singletary made a rap song. Y'all think I'm playing?
Singletary made a rap song?
Singletary made a rap song?
Oh, he's talking about Vernon.
Oh, Singletary. He came in after he kicked Vernon out the game and when did the press conference. Can't play with him, won't play with him, can't win with him, did all of that. The next day he came in, he was like, man, I was sitting at the house and this song came to me and I just had to write it. And we like, damn, what are you talking about?
Shut up.
Yeah, I made this rap song. It may correlate to some of y'all. And then he was like, boom, boom, it's all about me. Boom, boom, it's all about me. On Sundays, if I don't get the rock, I'm mad. Ooh, like just whole rap song about Vernon. I'm sitting there in the seat like, oh my God. This man just took our whole meeting to do a rap song. Yeah, he did the whole rap song for the whole team meeting. Then we broke up.
Like 2 minutes and 30 seconds of rapping.
Yeah.
And just disrespecting Vernon.
Yeah.
What was Vernon doing during this?
Man, Vernon was
You had to sit near him.
I was sitting right next to Vernon.
And what was he doing?
He just looking, bro. Vernon was just staring at him. I was dying. I was sitting there like, God damn, Vernon, don't cry.
That's gotta be.
Don't cry, because that'll make me mad. Like, not a sad cry, like an angry cry, because he can't do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like where you can't do nothing, you just so mad.
You just start crying.
You just start crying.
I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there with Malarkey.
Oh, that is fucking wild.
Yeah. He made a rap song, bro.
I'm sitting there trying to picture that.
Dude, that would be the most insane
Like,
thing
just
that's
the
ever
next
happened.
morning, like you'd almost think, hey, this happened
it's all about me.
You kind of address it.
Yeah, he addressed it by making a rap song. And I was just like, and then, that following week, we lost that game, and they fired that man at halftime.
No way.
Yeah, they fired Singletary at halftime.
All right, guys. After seeing that, man, that's some heavy stuff, crazy stuff. We just saw that a few days ago, and we all remember that happened, man. Can't play with them, can't win with them, can't do it. But now we're hearing other players talk. Delaney Walker, a guy that we know, actually, we talked to him personally at training camp. We talked to him for a good 15 minutes after practice, and he's actually a chill guy. Mm-hmm. But I got his autograph, got his picture. It was pretty cool. What do you guys think about that, man? What do you guys think about this whole situation?
Yeah, man, I think that undermines probably one of the best sport coaches after game speech. When he said that, like, it showed that he was more about the team than anything. But then for him to do this the very next day and undermine his player like that, kind of throw him under the bus,
exactly.
That almost takes away the greatness of that speech. And Vernon Davis, man, he didn't deserve that. He was pretty great for us. Obviously, he had the catch 3 for us. Me, you, all us 3, we were watching that game against the Saints. That was a beautiful game. And Vernon, even though he never got a Super Bowl with us, he was probably our best receiver during that whole time, right? Because after that was like, obviously it was tight end, but Crabtree. So he was our number 1 receiving option. He carried us, that offense for the most part, him and Frank Gore. So for Mike Singletary to freaking throw him under the bus in front of all his teammates, man, that's a harsh look.
Yeah, man.
I'm not shocked at all. Mike Singletary is the same guy who pulled down his pants and started slapping his butt cheeks. Like, this is what they're kicking.
Yeah.
This is what they're kicking. You're all his asses. Let's go. So he's a fucking crazy lunatic, and
a loser.
And when Delaney Walker was describing it, when he was making that rap in front of everybody during like the meeting, and that Vernon, all he could do was just like not really do anything. Didn't shock me at all, because if you guys remember, like, Vernon's the same guy. He's a humble guy. He's the same guy that likes to paint during his downtime, Yeah. And it's the same guy where when the going gets tough, he doesn't really like parl up. The same guy who got laid out by Cam Chancellor was never the same, So with that, Vernon, like I knew he was gonna stay quiet about it, and someone like Delaney Walker was gonna tell the story and keep it under wraps because all Vernon could do was just smile and just like move on. But Mike Singletary is just a crazy dude, the same guy who would be up in your face talking shit to you, kick Vernon out of the game. And so I'm not surprised that this happened. There's probably more stories out there about this guy, and because he was even a crazy player. And so, with that being said, like, not shocked at all about this.
Yeah, and then there was another story where he's like, I smell a rat. I smell a rat in the locker room because a lot of people, we had a lot of leaks back then. A lot of leaks would come out. And so, but you know what? Honestly, at the end of the day, man, Singletary was a crappy coach, man. He was such a shitty coach. We saw the next year what happened when Harbaugh came in, 3 NFC championship games in a row, And then when Singletary, his ass got fired, he went to go coach high school football and was like 3-25. His ass got fired from high school, so he couldn't get it done as a coach, man. A lot of times, all that hoorah, whatever stuff, it doesn't work, man. You got to be an X's and O's. You got to be a guy like Kyle Shanahan, a guy that's a good Bill Walsh. They had those good insight. You can't. It's not all about run through the wall, and that's kind of what Singletary did, man. The guys he hired pissed me off. Who remembers Jimmy Ray? Remember we had Jimmy Ray, our offensive corner. The guy was like 75 years old, falling asleep during meetings. We'd always hear stories about that. So just didn't know how to put a coaching staff together. Didn't know X's and O's. So
and he was the only one with Singletary. He was the only one with experience at the time. He pretty much got handed the job because Mike Nolan was horrible.
Yeah.
That was the only guy who was worse than Singletary. And so that was the only reason why he even got the job in the first place. He wasn't a good coach with no experience.
So, yeah, man. Honestly, hearing that story, man, I was like, dang, that's cringe-worthy. Because Vernon, at the end of the day, he did that one. You can't ever forget that New Orleans game, man. It was... Remember Vernon talked about, he's like, gotta make a play. You gotta make a play. And then before it was the catch 3, he was like a 50-yard run. He got to get that position, and then the touchdown. So Vernon Davis, absolutely amazing. I'm never gonna forget that NFC Championship game against the Atlanta Falcons. We were down 17-0, and all started with Vernon Davis. We were watching that game together. Remember, all of us were down out like 17-0. I think our Thea came in that day and was like, it's over. Like it was just dead in our house, and then all of a sudden, Vernon, first touchdown, and then all of a sudden we started getting pumped up. It started happening, and then that led to us finally making it back to the Super Bowl. So I love Vernon, man. He was a great player for us. Started a little slow, but he got it going, especially under Harbaugh, man. So I don't know, man.
And Delaney Walker, man, he's a real one for bringing this to light. Obviously, like you said, we got to meet him during training camp. He signed the autographs, but for him to come out and like have Vernon Davis's back, that's a big thing, especially for a guy who was number 2 tight end when he was number 1 talent. Obviously, when he went to Tennessee, he became number 1, but he's still sticking for his boy in Vernon Davis. So Delaney Walker, man, he should get a shout out too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, he's part of that core with the Vernon, the Patrick Willis, the Bowman, the Frank Gore, the Alex Smith. And so he's one of those guys. I wish we could have got him a ring, but he's one of those guys that's always going to be one of the faithfuls and that we're always going to love.
Yeah, and he's probably the only guy I've actually ever talked to, because he was there literally where you asked for his helmet, right?
I asked for his helmet.
We said, hey man, with $300, give me $300, I'll give you the helmet.
Yeah, it was real. And I remember we were talking about the Batman movie.
We were talking about
the Dark Knight.
Yeah, it was funny because it was just us. Like for some reason, it was just us with him for like 10 minutes, just talking, shooting the shit with him. Because now it's different, Now everybody just goes out all at once, But we were like on the side just talking. It was just random. But man, it was a really crazy story hearing about that. But anything else, guys? Anything else about this story?
No, that's it.
Crazy story.
Just shout out to Vernon. Like, sorry that had to happen, but Max Singletary is
horrible coach, man.
Horrible person.
But that's what we got, man. Let us know what you guys think about this whole situation, man. Comment down below, man, because that was absolutely an insane story. Make sure to like this video, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Talk to you guys next time. Peace.